Heyo everybody, Haku here with my review for Zombieland Saga Episode 10. I love this one like I love every week's episode. Didn't really think that this one was the funniest. It was more about character development, specifically for Sakura, than it was about like big comedic funny scenes. I'm sure there were a few funny moments, and it was definitely fun to watch. I loved all the stuff with them out in the mountains and all that. But yeah, to me this one was less comedic, more character developy. And I'm sorry the review is a day late. I just wasn't, by the time I got done with all the other video stuff, it was kind of late yesterday, and I was too tired, didn't feel like recording. But in addition to all of that, even today, my voice, I just can't get my voice to work. I tried recording this, didn't really work out, so I tried recording my other two videos, my reactions before this. So I got those done, and I still just feel like my voice is not warmed up. I feel like I can barely talk, so I'm sorry if this is like really quiet or my voice is kind of scratchy, but it does not sound right to me or feel right. But either way, let's talk about the episode going from start to finish. Starting at the beginning, we have Sakura noticing the other characters' growth, how they've grown from making peace with their pasts before they died, or overcoming their pasts before they died. And she, as someone who doesn't remember a past, she doesn't get that. She is still kind of stuck in a way where she is. But then we have our speech from Kotaro and all that. They have to sell 500 seats. And Ai says she's performed at the place, which makes me think, and of course Sakura says she recognizes the place, so it's kind of obvious that this seems like it's where Sakura saw Ai perform. Kotaro sets up special mountain training. Of course it's because he notices the way that Sakura's off time with everyone else, because I don't want to say she's getting too excited, but she's kind of forgetting about everyone else and kind of focusing too much on just herself. So he sends them all out into the mountains. I love the map they had where their marker was just, I don't know, somewhere around here. One thing I love when they were making the fire, this is a few of the funny scenes. One of the best ones was when they were all around the fire and Lily's like, I've got this. I was in Girl Scout Mania Case Files 3. I loved that, where she's just like, obviously I was an actress in this role, so I have these skills now. So that was really great. There were a lot of funny camp scenes with just them all around the camp, which all led up to them battling the giant boar or whatever. Kind of. It mostly just got bit by Tai and ran away. But yeah, at the end, all of this goes down and Sakura never figures it out. She never understands the point of the trip, why he sent her out there to bond with the others and clear her head and stuff. She never got the point of it. And I love that one of the scenes we get after all the blow up from Sakura and everything is this kind of, I don't know what kind of drama it would be, this sort of period piece gritty drama parody they have with Kotaro talking in this like gritty serious voice, being over dramatic in the restaurant, and then the Oiran stuff from Yugiri. So all that was really funny, leading up to the return of a gag that they did earlier in the season where Sakura was about to say some big epiphany thing. Yugiri cuts her off by slapping her and then says the thing she was going to say to take the credit for it. Before it was just kind of weird and out of place, and I don't know if it's a reference to something. It probably is, and that's why I'm not getting it. But this time, given the circumstances, it was a lot funnier. Not only given the circumstances, but given Kotaro's voice actor, where she does it, and he's just like, hey, you heard I was about to say that, right guys? Right, everyone? He's just kind of like muttering it as everyone's staring at him in the restaurant. That was really, really good. So Sakura then finally notices that the rest of them have bonded and are all in sync, and she figures out kind of what the point of the trip was for. So all of that works out happily, and then obviously we knew what was coming because they basically reshot her death sequence frame by frame for this, and it makes me think Sakura is really, really irresponsible. Like, to be fair, she doesn't remember getting hit the first time, but she has got a habit of just running out into traffic, which isn't a good habit to have. And you'd figure, like, one of the first things, it's probably different in Japan because, I mean, there's less driving depending on where you live, but one of the first things you learn as a little kid tends to be like look both ways before crossing the street. And it's like Sakura's like, I don't know how old she is, maybe 17 or something. She's 17, she still doesn't have that down. She still just runs out into the street without looking at all, let alone looking both ways. So very irresponsible egg. And at the end, she seems like the amnesia, she has these flashbacks, it seems like the amnesia's worn off, but she says, "Where am I?" So my theory that could be really cool for a story is that she's regained her old memories, but she doesn't remember being part of Franchushu, which is going to lead to her freaking out at everyone being zombies once again. And in addition to having comedic moments like that, it'll probably lead to some sort of struggle where if she doesn't remember her bond with the other girls, but she remembers her family, she's going to want to run away. She's going to want to be with her family. She doesn't know any of these people. But that, to me, kind of only makes sense if she loses her memories of Franchushu, because if she keeps her memories of them, then it's more like they all have reasons to go off. I'm sure they all have, except Yugiri, obviously, family and friends that are still alive somewhere that they would like to see and would like to see them. They all have reasons to go back. So Sakura's not really any more special than them just to get her memories back, because they've all had memories all along. So the only way I can see it making sense is if she also forgets what happened during her time in Franchushu, and it also adds a bit of stress that they're only like a week away from this performance, and she probably forgot all about being an idol. So yeah, we'll see what happens next week. It looks really great though. The promo looked really, really good. But I loved this episode. Like I said, I didn't think it was as funny, but it had really good character work. The story was admittedly not the most sort of, I guess, novel, the most unique either. I feel like if you've watched a lot of shows, you've seen this basic setup for a story before. And yeah, I'm interested to see Sakura's past and learn more about sort of the new Sakura now that she has her memories. But I'd give it 9.5 re-amnesias out of 10. Even though, like I said, it wasn't the funniest, it was very, very, very entertaining, like every week. And it was a good story. Even though it wasn't the most creative and unique story, again, it was a really good story. So that's it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Like if you did like the video. Comment down there, tell me what you thought of this episode, what you thought of my thoughts on it and all that. Subscribe for more Zombieland Saga, much more on the channel. Follow on Twitter if you want. I can try to keep you updated there and stuff for the channel. And if you want a link to our Discord server to talk to me or more of us there, then just ask and I can give you a link. That's it. Thank you once again for watching, and I'll see you all next time.